Test. What? Why? Sorry, guys. My bad. I literally just been yapping to myself in here in my garage. Oh, nice. You bought your first little pudgy. Congrats on that. That's awesome. Why was my microphone not working? Test. All right, I guess we'll just put on this. What happened to our NVIDIA? We're gonna check some things real fast. But yeah, basically what I was yapping about, because stupid microphone. I've never had my microphone do that before. That was weird. I said happy Friday. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I guess we're just gonna restart now. Yeah, happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are I hope you guys aren't too I hope you're not freaking out too much in regards to what the market's doing lately. I know it could be nerve-wracking seeing the market do this. This isn't my first time. This isn't my first time seeing some big dips, so I'm pretty used to it by now. But if this is your first time seeing like big dips like this could be nerve-wracking, right? Especially if you have some money on the line. You're like, I don't know what to do. Do I buy? Do I sell? Like, what do I do? You know? And my goal of this stream, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you to buy. I'm not going to tell you to sell. I'm not going to tell you how to control your money. Because guess what? I'm not a financial advisor. You guys know that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the facts. I'm going to tell you what I have done or what I will do. Okay. Not as financial advice, but just as educational. By being in the market for several years, I've been doing this for 4 years now, and educate you on the facts. Okay. So if you're maybe kind of a little bit pushed out of like, oh my gosh, what is happening? My goal is to be a voice of reason, to center that back in, to help you zoom out and focus in on what is happening. And that's our goal today. There is a big news event happening today, so we got to be careful of that. If you have positions open, if you have things open, be careful, okay? Be very careful. It's a news event today, and a big news event. All right, and I'll show you where I find that information and how you can find that information for the future. So if you want to know if there's a big news event, or if there are news events, how do they affect the market, or what is that potential effect, like the potential strength of its effect on the market, I'll teach you guys how to do that. So we're gonna do that today. But yeah, is this a buy, or are we in a area of like everything's bull run's over? I personally do not believe that the bull run's over. I think we still got more time, and I think we had some major pumpage and we needed some dumpage. Okay, like after major pumps, usually the market corrects. Okay, that's what it does. That's what price does. That's what price has been doing for literally 100+ years on the stock market. That's what it does. Price moves and then it corrects. Price moves and then it corrects. Right? Price action. That's just normal price action. So, oh, just gotta. Ooh, nice. That's cool. My buddy just texted me that he wants to buy an e-mountain bike. I love it. I love mountain biking. That's one of my favorite little hobbies to do. And he just like, oh, which one do you think I should get for next year? That's exciting. That's fun. I'm super stoked that he's getting into it. I tried to get him into it a long time ago, but he didn't have a good bike for it. And when you don't have a good bike for mountain biking and you do the type of trails I was doing, it's just not fun. Like, you got to have the right bike. It changes everything. And he did not have the right bike. He still had fun. You still have fun, but it's just not the same when you get a good bike. But yeah, I love mountain biking. If anybody else loves mountain biking, it's sick. It's so much fun. All right. What I first want to do this morning is show you the news event and then its potential impact on the market. Okay, so let's look at how I find news events and then how I know its potential strength. Okay, so let me change the scene real fast. All right, I go to TradingView. Okay, I've talked about TradingView before. It's been in my 30 days of 30 tools series. I love TradingView. Okay, big fan. If you do not have an account, you should have an account. Okay, it's completely free. There's no reason you shouldn't have an account. Okay, it's completely free. Now, if you would like to pay and get the updated features, you can, not required. If you would like to sign up, I got a link in my bio. Go sign up for TradingView. It's literally completely free. It's an amazing tool, especially for the fact that it's free. Okay, what I like to do, which I found recently that they had this tool. When I did some deeper research onto this tool, when I did the video on it, I should have done this way long, like a long time ago, but they have this news tab right here. Go overview. Okay, now you can see top stories, the markets, world, right? But we want to go to a list of news things that are happening and the strength that they're happening at. So what I do is I go, where is it again? Maybe it's markets. Yes. Wait, no. Wait, hold on. I forgot where to find it. Is it stocks? Wait, hold on. Here we go. Calendars. This is what we want. Calendars right here. This should be it. Yep, calendars. Okay, so if you're in TradingView, okay, say we're on the home screen of TradingView, right? And if you want to look at this with me, if you're on a desktop or whatever, I know sometimes some of you are viewing from phones, so maybe you can't do this. But in the future, if you're in TradingView in the homepage, or if you're on your phone, right, you go to products, calendars. Okay, you go to products, then calendars, and then this literally has every single news event of the entire year. Okay, now the cool thing, if you zoom in here, oh, that's zooming out. If you zoom in here, I'm gonna try to get it really close so you guys can see. Oh, Friday. Okay. Oh shoot, come on. There we go. Okay, so if you look here, right, on Friday, December 20th, that's where we are now. Okay, what time zone is this in? I think this goes to your current time zone. Coming soon. Let's go to coming soon. Okay, 10 a.m. Oh, this one's happening right now. Okay, so there's one happening right now. Where is it? Right here. Okay, so it actually already happened for us. Right here. Okay, so when I go here to the calendar, you can scroll through all these different news events. Okay, now this tab right here is what's important. Okay, this tab right here, these little blue bars show you the significance that news event potentially has on the market. So if it has one bar like this one, the PPI MOM, it has little to no effect on the market, right? It's a one bar. Now, if you scroll down, this one in the UK, retail sales MOM, that's a 3-bar impact. So if this is a good news or bad news, this will cause the market to pump or dump, right? Now today, what happened today that was very impactful on the market? In the United States, at 5:30 this morning, we had the PCE price index MOM. Okay, now if you're wondering what the heck is that, right, you can look into see overview. Okay, if we go into the see overview, you can look into the United States core PCE price index MOM. Okay, you can look down on what is it. Okay, it looks like it went down. It was at 0.3, now it's at 0.1. Okay, it's negative 0.2, negative 66.67% as of December 20th, 2024. If you scroll down here, key data points, the last release was today. Observation period was from October. The forecast was 0.2, the highest was 1, and then the lowest was negative 0.6 in 2001. Okay. And you can go into like the news events on this, ideas on it, related indicators, like everything, right? And then you could even take this, copy and paste this, and then, you know, effect on market. And you can go in and do some reading up on what is this event, how does it affect the market, right? And so as you can see on this news event, it looks like it's down. United States Core PCE Price Index MOM. What is that? Because to be honest, I'm learning these news events too, and I'm learning how they affect the market. And also what the heck is it? Like, what are we actually looking at? Okay, so the United States Core PCE Price Index is a key indicator of inflation, okay, of inflation, that the Federal Reserve closely monitors when making monetary policy decisions. The PCEPI is a monthly report that measures the price that people pay for goods and services. So if it goes up, that means inflation's up. If it goes down, that means inflation's down. So this morning, that makes total sense now. That makes total sense now. I was looking at the charts, and on the low time frames on MBT, and it was just like just going up nonstop, and that makes total sense. I thought this news came out later in the day. I didn't realize it came out so early. I should have checked this before the stream. I thought it was like coming out at like noon or like end of day, but no, it came out at 5:30 a.m. So and I got to the charts at 5 or 6 a.m. So now what is coming up? Okay, so 5:30 we also had the PCE price index MOM, PCE price, a lot of PCE, right? Personal income. Let's see personal income. Forecast was 0.4, actual is 0.3. So personal income was actually down from what it was expected. Personal spending down also. Let's see what's coming. If there's anything today that's coming with impact. No. So everything with high impact has already happened this morning, okay, which is the PCE. And as you can see, Michigan consumer sentimental final looks like it didn't even move. And it looks like it doesn't move much ever. But that one has a price impact. Yeah. And so because everything was good on these reports, everything was green, everything moved and actually outperformed the forecast, which would mean that in stocks, which would also indicate crypto, would be in a bullish move, which could indicate that this bleeding could be over, and this bleeding would be the final opportunity before post these news events, the market moves up, right? Okay. And December historically is a green month for Bitcoin, right? Now we did have a crazy week this week because we got really bad news on Wednesday. That was like we couldn't have predicted that, right? I can't predict what they're going to say. And honestly, I didn't even know to look out for that event. Now I know. In the future, I know I need to be paying attention to this calendar and paying attention to what's coming up, okay? Because the market lost $1.5 trillion, not like it was a little bit amount. Lost a lot of money because of that news event, and which would have been an indicator for me if I would have been paying attention to get out of my trades, get out of everything, right? So yeah, because we saw good news, all this bleeding we saw on Bitcoin this week, all this bleeding we saw on Ethereum this week, all this bleeding we saw on Solana this week could be entry opportunities. Okay, now let's get into why I think this one is the scary one. Okay, Bonk looks pretty scary. Okay, now before we get into TA, let's do, I mean, if you are a typical watch, like you keep up with our streams, you know what we do every morning. Okay, we don't do this as part of the routine. You should have a routine when it comes to day trading. Okay, you should have a routine, and I have my routine. We got to check things. Okay, wow, holy smokes, dude, Bitcoin lost a lot. Bitcoin lost a lot. Okay, so Q4 for Bitcoin, we are at almost 51%. We're at 51.8%. We were at almost 70% earlier this week. We've lost almost 20% in the market. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Okay. That's really crazy to see it move that much. Remember our goal was 80% in Q4. Okay. Because if you look down here, the average return for Q4 is 80+%. Our goal was to see 80. That would mean we would need to see like 29% next week. Now, is that impossible? No. Is it likely? Probably not, just to be honest with you. Now, there is a little bit post Christmas, right? We have next week, and then we have a couple days going into that first week of January in December, all the way to the 31st. Could we see 29%? We could. I mean, we just saw almost 20% in 1 week. We've seen 20% in 1 week before. We've seen 30% in 1 week before. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I have honestly no clue. I can't predict the future. Is it impossible? No. Is it likely? Probably not. Okay. But let's see. Let's see what is our weekly return so far for this week. It's probably pretty horrendous. 7%, -7%. That's just great and dandy. Great. Thanks a lot, market, right? But honestly, I think this is nothing to be scared of. 7%, not that bad. Okay. If anything, to me, in my opinion, how can I capitalize on the bleeding? How can I get my entry, right? Again, when I see red, the first thing that goes in my head, where can I find the entry for the long, right? Where can I find it? That's for me. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I also pay attention because what if there isn't a long opportunity and it just keeps bleeding? That is something you also need to be paying attention to, right? But with the positive news we heard today, I think bleeding could end soon. Okay. Monthly turn, where are we at for December? December, we're at not even a -1%. Okay. Not even -1%. December's bumming me out. Okay. I wanted double-digit returns at least, and we're not even getting that. So far, right? We still got, it's the 20th. We still have 11 days left, almost 2 weeks left in December. So we're just shy of 2 weeks, and we still could get a good pump. We'll see though. We'll see. Let's do some TA in a little bit, and we'll get into that. Let's see inflows. What is smart money doing? Are they buying or are they selling? Let's see. I don't know. I haven't looked yet. Let's go. Ooh, that is not good. That is not good. That is all. That's like, I think, the biggest day I've seen. That's the biggest day I've seen. I think this is the biggest day I've seen in red. So BlackRock did not buy any Bitcoin. They did not sell any Bitcoin, though. That's a key note to take note of. But a lot of these managers sold off a lot of Bitcoin. 671, pretty much $672 million worth of Bitcoin was sold off yesterday in the ETFs. Okay. That's a big number. That's a big number of red. I'm very interested to see what the ETF inflows, how they close out today, because we got good news, and my guess, we could see really high inflows today. This could have been, right? This sell-off could have been in preparation for today's news, especially from Wednesday's news, right? Where the market saw a complete red. And if we would have gotten bad news today, the market would have probably dumped way further, right? So I think this is preparation of saying, let's close positions. Let's have nothing open. Let's have nothing out and at risk for the potential news day. And then my guess is because the news was bullish, you're going to see actually a crazy amount of inflow today. We'll see. I don't know for sure, but my guess is the 20th of December will have really good inflows post the bullish news that we got today. That's my guess. We'll see though. But dang, that's a big red day for the ETF inflows. The thing I love because BlackRock to me, I think is by far the leader here out of all these ETFs. BlackRock didn't sell a dime yesterday. Okay, they held through it. They're holding through this massive dump, right? Now, they're probably still positive on their investment. If I had to take a guess, they could be red. They could be red of how much they've been DCAing into Bitcoin. They could be red, but my guess is they're holding through this dip and honestly probably going to accumulate more after this bullish news is my guess. I think we might have a record day today in inflows. The past record day was $1.373 billion. My guess is we could see that today. I could be wrong. We'll see. I'm very interested though. My guess though, because of the news, because it's very bullish news, we're going to see inflows. But we'll see. Only time can tell of what's actually going to happen. Okay, market cap. Wow. Market cap is pretty low. 3.33 trillion. Look at that dip. We made a lower low actually over here if you look at this chart. Made a lower low over here. We're at 3.3. We went all the way down. Was it this morning? This morning to $3.13 trillion. Now, okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if you can. I'm going to try to get it really tight. Okay. No. Come on. Okay, I'm going to try to get this really tight for you guys. Holy smokes, this is so slow. Go, 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 go. Can you see? Okay. Look at this morning's chart. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that V. Holy smokes. From 3.13 trillion back to 3.34 trillion. My guess, ETFs put about $300 billion into the market. Or is that like $230 billion? My guess, ETFs and smart money are buying the dip because we got the bullish news before 4 a.m. This dip happened at 4 a.m. 5 a.m. News starts to get out. You probably get forecasts of that. It's not going to be as bad as we thought. Confirmation at 7 a.m. It is not as bad as we thought. Boom. It is. My guess is we're going to go right back to 3.56 trillion today. My guess is we are going to have from this low, we're going to retest these highs over here at 3.35 trillion, 3.38, and then go right past it back to 3.56 trillion. My guess is I think we're going to see a major inflow today on Bitcoin. Okay. Now that's just my guess, right? I'm just a dumb guy who's watching the facts, who's taking the analytics into the fact. Okay, we're almost in neutrality where it comes to the fear and greed index. I kind of like that. I love that, actually. I like neutrality. I wish we were in the red and orange, but we're not. Bitcoin season is in full effect. We are in Bitcoin season technically. Actually, we're not in full effect. We're like the mid Bitcoin season, right? Fear and greed index 62. Okay. Why is it so small? There we go. Bitcoin dominance is dominating the market quite a bit. Altcoins are at 30% of the market. Ethereum's at 12.3, and Bitcoin is at almost 60% dominance, 57.5. Looking good on Bitcoin dominance there. Let's look at some market cap. Bitcoin is still hovering at almost 2 trillion. Okay, they're $1.9 trillion market cap. Ethereum almost dropped down to about $400 billion market cap. They had a big dip. Okay. USDT back in number 3. XRP still taking a dive on their market cap at $128 billion. They were at 140. Now they're at 128. BNB at 96. Solana still bleeding at 91 billion. And Solana still at number 6 spot. I'm really sad to see that. Really sad to see that. I wanted Solana to get to number 3. I still think it's got it. Solana is currently sitting. Let's refresh real fast. at $190. $190. Is this a buy or is this a sell? Let's find out. Let's do the math. Let's do some TA. Okay. Can you guys hear my dog? He is screaming right now. My dog's a hound. And dude, he has a voice. Dude, like, oh, it's crazy loud. Okay, let's look in. Let's get to Bitcoin and work our way down. Okay, monthly. Right? It's good to zoom out because look how bullish that looks. Look how bullish that looks. Can you guys hear my dog? He's crazy. Look how bullish this chart looks. I was really hoping, honestly, what I'm really hoping is that we tap the 0.5 here on Bitcoin. I don't think we're going to do it on the monthly time frame. We'll see. Okay. Weekly time frame, right? Let's see the fib retracement here on the weekly. Barely tapped into the gold zone on the weekly time frame. Okay, barely, just barely. Let's oh geez, you can't. Oh, I'd have to do it on every single one. All right, never mind. Just barely tapped in, like barely tapped the gold zone there on the weekly time frame. I really want to see it go deeper into this gold zone. I do. I really want that to happen. But I don't know if it actually will. Let's look at, so weekly time frame, it's still looking bullish. We have not made lower lows, right? We haven't made like a lower low structure, but I would really like to see Bitcoin do that. I would like to see it make like, go from here, right? Make a lower low and then a higher high. Okay, I would really love to see Bitcoin make some bullish structure here where I can make a trend line from here to here, right? I would love that to happen. Let's go to the day time frame. Okay. Wow. Holy smokes. Look at that hammer candle. That is a very bullish daily candle. Okay. It doesn't look bullish. You're like, oh my gosh, look how deep it went. Right? But look how bullish that hammer candle is. Why is this a bullish candle? Price wick down all the way to the 50 EMA here on the day time frame. Found support here. There is a liquidity, right? We're gonna price out liquidity right now. Here. 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 Price went and hit all this liquidity in here. It didn't hit this low, but all that liquidity. Oh my gosh. I just whacked myself in the face. Okay. All that liquidity got tapped in on this candle, okay? You see this massive hammer candle here. Am I getting text? No. Wait. All right. Massive hammer candle, okay? This candle, in regards to structure, is a bullish signal, right? The fact that price went all the way down here, demand pushed it all the way back up, and has this hammer like this, if this closes green, that would be really good. Really good. So for me, I'll be watching this and I will be adding I had buy orders on Bitcoin down at this one and this line. Okay. But now watching this, I'm gonna pay attention to this, and I will be, if the daily candle closes like that, I will be adding to my position. And I'm kind of changing. So I have something going on that I'm not going to share yet with content wise. But I have something I'm working on. I have something I'm doing. And so I'm changing my strategy a little bit in regards to when it comes to changing my strategy, and I'm just going to higher time frames, and I'll be doing low leverage on my futures trading, but looking for big moves like on the daily and weekly time frames. So when you see my trading strategy, it's going to look a little different. Okay. But my trading strategy also works on lower time frames. I used it on lower time frames too, but because I have something going on that I'm working on, and I will be sharing it with content eventually, but I need to do some things first. before I do that. But because of the change, I'm changing my strategy to even a higher time frame and more focusing on like the weekly and monthly time frames and catching like the really big swings rather than the 4 hour and like day. And I want to grow that BLOFIN account I have. I just want to steadily grow that. My goal is to grow it to 100K of value. So that's my goal there. All of 2025, we're going to be monitoring that. And the goal, again, get to 100K. That's our goal. So 4 hour time frame is looking pretty good, right? We had this massive dive, big support come in. And so I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This daily candle gets me really excited though. Gets me really excited. That wick is insane. I love it. Like go if you're on your phone or on a desktop. If you're on a desktop right now, I want you to go search up hammer candles and what is a bullish signal on a good candle. Like what is this candle and why is it bullish? Go look it up and you'll see this is a very bullish signal here. Okay. I think this is all because of that news we got this morning, right? All because of that news we got this morning. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. Now, the thing that you could look out for too, that you could watch is on the daily time frame. What happens? Let's see on this daily time frame, what happens on a short Fibonacci retracement? What happens here? What happens when we tap in the gold zone? Did we find support here and push up and out? Or do we, in the gold zone, find bearish support and actually push down, right? So a key indicator here would be, what do we do here? Do we push down or do we break through, right? In this gold zone, do we break back down and make lower lows from this low over here? Or do we tap in, break up, and then break out, right? That'd be something we kind of need to pay attention to also, because we did have structure, right? You had some liquidity over here too. And we did break that structure of these lows from here and made a lower wick. But the body did not close below these wicks so far, right? Now we still have 6.5 hours in this daily candle. It very well could close below these wicks over here. But if this candle closes like this, I don't think we continue this bearish movement. Okay, I do believe we go higher. Okay. We'll see. Well, I'm going to keep that fib retracement because I do want to watch that and see what happens. But I think personally, I will be adding a Bitcoin position if this closes like this. I'm going to take that risk. But it's going to be low leverage and I'm not going to make a huge position size just in case if it does flip on me. But then if I get confirmation further that it breaks out and keeps going, I'll probably add to that position. But we'll see. We'll be watching that. Okay. All right. Let's go to Ethereum now, because Ethereum looks, in my opinion, a little more scary than Bitcoin. Okay. Oh, actually, it does not look scarier than Bitcoin. I thought the candle was deeper, but it's actually doing exactly what I wanted to. Why do I like Bitcoin right now? Or why do I like Ethereum? Why does this not scare me? Okay. Let's go to the monthly time frame. Okay. The big bummer thing about Ethereum, you had these peaks over here to the left, right? Price did not close above these. Now we do have on the current, wait, this candle has 11 days left on it. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, 11 days. We're on the weekly time frame. That's not even possible. We're on the monthly time frame. That's why. I was confused for a second. Sorry. I forgot which time frame I was in. So monthly time frame. We still have 11 days here. If this candle closes below these peaks, I don't love that for the monthly candle time frame. But let's look at Bitcoin real fast on the monthly time frame. Okay. Yeah, see, yeah. I would really, really want this candle to close above at least this one over here, this wick, or this one. Ideally, it's this wick. Not this one. I'm not too concerned about with. I'm more concerned about these two wicks right here. I really want this candle to at least close above this wick right here, which would be $3,975.80. It would have to do that by end of December. Okay, it would have to do that by end of December. Why do I want that? That would mean for me, if it closes above here, it was able to close above some highs to the left. Now, then the next one, I would if it closes above that this month, I would really want January to close above this line, over $4,000, right? $4,097. But this candle, we really need this monthly candle to close above 3975, okay, or 3973.9. Let's go to the weekly time frame and see how it looks. I really like what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame, and here's why. Okay, one, you have this gold zone right here on 0.5. Ethereum on the weekly time frame tapped it perfectly, and right when it tapped it, look how the support has pushed it off. Now, I did have a buy order here on Ethereum at 0.5. That buy order did get hit, and I do have a futures position open. It's 2x leverage. It's very small. My stop loss is down here. What's up, dude? And I'm and I am risking $500. Okay, so it's like a really long position, but I'm risking very little because I was nervous on if this did hit, could it go further, right? I didn't want to risk a lot. But if I get confirmation on it's bouncing out of this gold zone, I'm going to add a little bit and make that risk go up a little higher. I did have one order two at 0.618. It barely missed that. It almost hit it. I was really hoping it hit that, but looks like right now it's not going to even come close to the 0.618. We'll see, but weekly time frame is looking really good. Looks like we're making bullish structure here on Ethereum on the weekly time frame. So we'll see how that plays out. Now let's go to the day time frame. Okay. Day time frame looks just like Bitcoin, right? You have double top, right? You have this double top here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We had this neckline right here. Okay, let's see if it hit its bottom. Okay. Wait, why did it do that? Oh, I'm not pressing shift. Almost perfect. Almost textbook. Almost hit that bottom of that move. But look what price did. You see major support over here on the daily time frame. Right? You actually have, you know, something I just realized? Look at this fair value gap here on the daily time frame. Look at that fair value gap on the daily time frame. And look what price did in the fair value gap. It tapped in that fair value gap and wicked off hard. Really hard on that. It even tapped into down here. Oh, it didn't. Actually, let's see. Let's move it up just a tad. It didn't tap that support. It didn't even make it to this support here. But guys, look at that fair value gap. Tap in and wick out. I might add more to my... I don't think I will, actually. I'll wait on Ethereum. Because these EMAs, they might actually cross on the day time frame. We'll see. But look at this hammer candle on Ethereum. Look at that hammer candle. That's a bullish signal. That's a bullish signal on the charts. Okay? I like this. I like what it's doing. I like it a lot. 4-hour time frame. Had major... Look at that candle fill. Holy smokes. I like that a lot. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing on Ethereum. It looks like the bleeding is stopping. Okay? And that's what I wanted to show you guys this morning, is that if you're nervous about the bleeding, if maybe someone's telling you that you see on social media it's over, go look at the charts. It does not look over. It actually looks like it stops, right? Like essentially this was bleeding, right? And this is a scab right here. It just stopped the bleeding. And now it's going to heal, right? So we had Bleeding, 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 bleeding. Ooh, we get some support. We got a scab going on the wound, right? Now it's gonna heal, move up, move up, move up, move up, move up. That's what I'm seeing right here with this support. Now, will that actually happen? We got to find out, and we got to let time tell us what it's going to actually do, and continue doing our TA and being diligent each day of watching what's going on. But I had a position tap in on this 0.5 on the weekly time frame, and currently holding. My stop loss is all the way down here at the 1. So I'm risking $500 also on that. Now let's look at a Solana. Solana hit both of my orders, and I'll show you the orders I had. And why does this keep doing this? And I'll show you both the orders I had and why I put the orders on Solana. Okay, so let's go to the monthly time frame. We're in our monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, okay, this is a daily support. This is I think also a daily support. Not quite sure. I think it is. We're gonna leave it. I should have tagged it. But look at this fib retracement on the monthly time frame for Solana. You have a retrace back down to the gold zone all the way down to the 0.618. Absolutely love that tap on that. And look how it's bouncing off the 0.618. It tapped the 0.5. Look how it's bouncing up, and hopefully it kind of keeps pushing back here. I would love to see it back in the support on the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, right? Again, weekly time frame. Look what it's doing on the monthly fib retracements. I'm not going to draw a weekly fib because I'm focused on this trade on the monthly time frame. Okay, we tapped in all the way down to 0.618. We had this here. Look at this weekly fair value gap. Let me delete this real fast. I'm gonna delete this guy and this guy real fast because I want to focus in on something that is pretty important. A weekly fair value gap right here. Higher time frame fair value gaps are more bullish or bearish for your trade depending on where it's going than lower time frame. Okay. Positive FVG right there. Boom. Look what price is doing in that fair value gap right there. And if you don't know what a fair value gap is, right? What is a fair value gap? That I should have probably explained that. Sorry. What is a fair value gap? Fair value gap is, see this candle? Okay, it needs 3 consecutive candles. You have where's my brush? You have this candle, this candle. What is that? You have this candle and you have this candle, right? 3 consecutive candles on the weekly time frame. Okay, now you have this wick here, you have this wick here, okay, and then you have a gap, a space between the wicks. See that space? That space right there is called a fair value gap. That means price moves so far that the wicks of the previous 3 candles had a gap between them. That's a fair value gap, which means there's a lot of support here. Okay, a lot of demand in this area. And so when price comes up, moves up, moves up, moves up, moves up, and price makes a fair value gap like it did right here, price usually comes back down to the fair value gap, and we'll see demand right in this area. And as you can see, it's seeing that demand, right? It's seeing that demand. So that's something important to focus in on Solana. I had an order here and I had an order here. I think, let me double check real fast, but I'm pretty sure every single one hit. Let's check real fast and I'll show you guys. Let's go to Solana and let's go to the every order hit. Yeah, every order hit for my Solana position. So it tapped into that, and that's where I had it. And as you can see, I'm using very low margin. It's 2x leverage, and each position right now, my ETH position only has $394 in leverage or margin, and then my Solana has $664 in margin used. Okay, so I am doing 2x leverage on that. And if I get better confirmation, I'll be adding to that. If I get like a structure here, right, like bullish structure making a higher low, I will be adding to my position, especially for Solana. Same goes for Ethereum. Same goes for Bitcoin, right? When I see structure on the higher time frames, I'm going to add to that position. Targets would be all these fib retracements, okay, on the monthly and weekly time frame, okay? So I really like what I see on Solana. Let's go to the day time frame and see what it's doing too. Okay, day time frame looks less hammer, more doji. But still, doji is a bullish signal when it comes to candles, and the doji is right in that fair value gap. So when we look at this green box, right, as you're looking at this green box on lower time frames, remember that is our weekly fair value gap. Okay, let's make it tighter so we can remember. But that FVG, let me move it real fast. Yeah, so we can see it clearly, so we don't have that yellow line. So that's a fair value gap, the weekly time frame. So when we go to the day time frame, it's nice to go to the day and the 4 hour to see what are candles doing in this. It's me. It's literally you on a chart right now, fair value Gary. It's literally you on a chart. But when you go to lower time frames, you want to see what are the candles doing, right? This indicates the fair value gap is doing what it's supposed to do, right? The 0.5 fib retracement is doing what it's supposed to do. Now I want to see price break out of the fair value gap, make a higher low, make a higher high, right? From these liquidity zones to the left over here, right? I want to see price break above these. I want to see price make structure of a higher low, and then I want to see price move on. So if I get probably structure of a higher low here on the day time frame, I'll add to my position, or maybe if it's on the 4 hour that comes first, I'll add to my positions. But I want to start seeing bullish structure be formed here, and like this candle looks really good on the fair value gap for the 4 hour too. So it makes me excited, and this I think is confirmation for me that the bleeding is stopped, right? That we're not going to probably see bleeding anymore, and we're actually probably going to start seeing green for the rest of December after these major events happen. And let's see real fast. Let's go back to TradingView real quick and see if there's any other news events we need to be paying attention to for the rest of the year, okay? Let's see. Can I? Ooh, there we go. There we go. All right, so it looks like for the rest of December, there is no more high impact scheduled reports, which would indicate that the last news report that was very bullish probably indicates we're probably going to see more bullish movement, right? I'm not saying this to pump my bags. I'm saying this all, or I'm not saying it also for like hopium, like please keep going bullish, please. No, the reason why I'm saying this is take the facts of what is happening in the market and on the charts and apply it to your trading. The facts say we're going bullish. The charts are showing we're going bullish. The charts are showing where you're finding support, and really strong support. So wouldn't that indicate that we're probably going to see bullish movement for the rest of the month and going into the end of 2024? I would argue yes. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna be a good rest of the month. I don't know if it's gonna be good as what we originally wanted, right? Because we originally wanted like 40% for December. I don't know if we're going to actually see that. Okay. I'm adjusting my expectations. But I would like to see still double-digit returns in the month of December. Okay. I would like to see at least 10 to 15% for the month of December now with the new expectations that I have. especially after what happened this week that was kind of unexpected, right? We were all expecting bullish news on Wednesday, and we got bearish news, right? They were expecting to get 4 rate cuts next year, and they dropped it down to 2. So they cut that expectation in half. So that was not a great thing for the market. So that, I think, stunted our potential for the month. I think if we would have gotten bullish news there and then bullish news today, it's like in the bag, we're hitting 40%. In the bag. Bitcoin back to 120 or to 120. But I think now we need to tailor our expectations. I don't think we're going to get as good as we wanted it to be in December. So bummer, but the facts are we need to take in the facts, and the facts are probably not going that high. If we do, I'll be surprised, but very happy and very thankful. But yeah. What else did I want to talk about? I think that's kind of it. That was kind of it for this morning. I wanted to kind of show you guys that what are we seeing? Is the bleeding going to continue, or does it look like the bleeding is stopping? And everything I'm finding on the charts looks like the bleeding is stopping, right? It looks like there's no longer going to be bleeding happening, and that we're actually going to see some bullish move incoming. So I'm very excited for that. I hope you guys are too. And I hope that shows you what should you do when everybody's freaking out. You should be looking for that buy opportunity, because the fear doesn't last forever. It doesn't. I mean, unless you're buying like a scam coin or like really, really volatile low altcoins, the drop doesn't last forever, right? It's going to fall. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. And it's going to hit a bottom. And that's where you're hoping. You don't try to grab when it falls, right? You try to grab once it hits and bounces off and is stable, and then you try to grab before it moves up, right? And so I think that's key. I think that's what we should be doing, and we should be being smart here with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and other altcoins, right? So if you have an altcoin you're looking at, and when I say altcoin, I don't mean fart coin, or I don't mean some meme coin you found, okay? When I say altcoin, I mean it has a product, it has history, it's been around for a little bit, at least a year or like a half a year, like Sui, good altcoin that I think is low cap and has good potential. When I say altcoins, if Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum are looking good, those altcoins, not meme coins, are probably going to follow, right? Are probably going to follow. Meme coins, they're gambling, okay? If you're doing meme coins, you can't go and chart it. It's gambling, okay? All right, period. Now, they make good money, and they make good money gambling, but they are a gamble, okay? Only certain meme coins actually have like legit TA that you can do, like Dog with Hat, Pepe, Bonk, Doge, Sheeb. They've been around. They have solid community and listings, right? They're going to stay around. Okay. So, but other meme coins, basically, I will not ever talk about them. I won't do TA on them. And yeah, like I always say, be careful when you're doing that stuff. You can get the same kind of return if you just learn how to trade Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Literally, if you just focus on those 3 coins, you can literally get the same return. Dead serious. You learn how to do futures, you learn how to use leverage, you learn how to be a disciplined trader, you will get the same exact return as you will on some fart coin that you find on some weird exchange, okay? So, yeah. Don't FOMO into all the meme coin hype. Because honestly, you might get some good wins, but at the end, you most likely will probably get burned if you are not a really good trader who can spot the metas, spot the trends, identify when things are dying. Like, you will most likely get burned. Even if you get 100x, you're going to over leverage yourself on the next one, and you're going to get burned. So please be careful with meme coins. Please be careful. I know way too many people who get burned on those hyped metas. NFTs too. NFTs, people get burned. Meme coins, people get burned. And so please be careful. Yeah, that's just what I want to say for that. Guys, I just want to let you know too, for next week, next week's going to look a lot different when it comes to streams. We're not going to be streaming every single day. It's Christmas, okay? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas, I will not be streaming. Okay, Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will not be streaming. Monday and Friday, I will be streaming to catch the beginning of the week and the end of the week. And then after that, I will be traveling the week after that, and I don't know if I'll be able to stream. I just don't know. I won't have my setup and stuff, and I'll be gone, and I might be able to do it from a phone. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to stream. If I do stream that week, it would probably just be from X, because I can easily just go on X and do a stream. And that is my biggest audience when it comes to my streamers. So that's why. So if you're following on YouTube or something and you want to maybe be in the know on that live stream, the first week of January, like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, follow me on X, because I might be live streaming from my phone and then just showing charts from my phone. It would be a really bad. I might not even do it because it would just be a bad experience. What do you guys think? I would love to hear from you guys, because you guys, I think, are my core audience of who's actually going to watch it. Would you guys want me to live stream if it's from my phone and like real handheld, real real just raw? Or would you prefer I just don't stream and maybe I just give TA on my posts and stuff and you keep up that way? Let me know. If there's anybody in here who would really like me to stream that week, let me know and I'll do it. But if not, I might just skip it because I don't think it'll be a good experience. I won't be able to have this set up like what you currently see. But yeah. All right, guys. I will see you. I'm gonna call it today. We're gonna do a little bit of a shorter stream this morning, but I'm gonna call it today, and I will see you guys next Monday at 9 a.m. We'll look out this weekend on the charts because we might see some really good bullish movement in the charts. Okay, so last weekend we saw bullish movement, and I think this weekend we could see some bullish movement on the charts where we get some good structure on Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So watch that. Go on the daily time frame and look to see where price makes potentially a higher low. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, a higher low. All right. Everyone, I'll see you Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And if I don't see you before Christmas, if I don't see you at the stream on Monday, I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. I will see you guys next week.